Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I have 3 piles here for the Pick a Pile reading for the healing energy sessions. I have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Now, the question I have today is, why can't others see? I only want to help them. So perhaps you're trying really hard to help others because you see what their problem is. Okay? Possibly you think you know how to get them out of whatever problem they're in, right? And we all want to help sometimes. That's why I'm here. I want to help too. But I'm not only here to help others, I'm here to help myself because I myself need answers too. So as I heal myself, I try to put out information for others to heal themselves because we're all on our own healing journey. I would like to say that you shouldn't live your life by the tarot, okay? It's you who creates your own destiny, and it's you who can find your own happiness. Maybe these piles may resonate, they may not. But whether they do or they don't, it is still you who creates your own happiness. You can take what's in these piles and you can hold on to it, or you can let it go and move on to the end. Or you can just let it all go completely and just move on to the end. It's entirely up to you. I would like to say, though, to please subscribe, like, comment, and share on these videos. I do notice a lot of people watching the videos I have, yet there's nobody subscribing and possibly not even sharing. And like what they always say, sharing is caring. These videos are not meant to hurt anybody. They're here to help others find their own answers. And by withholding information, it's kind of hard for people to heal if you don't share. Also, please comment on the videos so I know whether or not it's resonating with you, or if you might have a kind word for another viewer. Okay? When you like the videos, they stay up and they get out more. When you subscribe, you'll get all my videos and you'll know when the next one's coming. So to my subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the healing energy sessions if you're here. And any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Hopefully we can get some insight for you to help you on your own healing journey, to make your own decisions. Because I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to make you believe in the tarot or change your religion. I'm only here to make you think about yourself and about your own life and the things that you've gone through and how you can heal yourself personally, coming up with your own decisions. So hopefully you guys have chosen a pile. If not, you can definitely pause the video and you can take your time choosing which pile might resonate with you. Because even though I do like the tarot, I do believe in a higher source, it doesn't mean that you have to. But that's my own personal opinion. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 1. Okay, so this is for those of you who chose pile number 1. And the question is, why can't others see? I only want to help them. Let's see what the situation is here. So we have the spider. And the spider represents creativity and balance. So you may be a pretty creative person. You may be coming into your own balance. You may be balancing yourself at this present time. Right? Let's find out what's going on here. We have the 8 of Rods, We have the Knight of Rods. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Peppermills, which is also the Seven of Rods. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Nine of Peppermills, which is also the Nine of Rods. We have the Fool. We have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands for the second time, which is also the Eight of Rods. We have the Five of Rods. We have the Nine of Rods once again, and we have the Strength card. So, it seems like there's a lot of communication going to be had here and a lot of fighting for what you believe in. We have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. We have the Hanged Man, the Fool, and the Strength card. So you might be a little stuck in a situation, kind of not able to find your way out of it, but you do want a new beginning, and the universe is asking you to be strong. Okay? Let's start from the beginning here. All right. So first we have the Eight of Rods. And the Eight of Rods is information coming in passionately and quickly. This may be coming from the Knight of Rods, which could be you, because the Knight of Rods is also a messenger. And this is a person who's possibly from your past that you are bringing a message to. And you are very passionate about this. This is something that you've been holding on to for quite a bit, for quite a long time. You may have not really spoken to anybody about it. You may have held it in. We have the Seven of Peppermills here, which is also the Seven of Rods. And you may have had to, fight about this idea with others. Perhaps you've brought it up to other people and they just don't agree on it. So you're having to defend yourself in whatever this is that you have been holding on to. And because of this, defensiveness that you have to hold within because of what you believe in, you've been in the Hanged Man mode, not knowing how to move forward. Perhaps no one will help you. They might disagree with your ideas. But this is definitely something that you're willing to fight for, right? You know that there might be, some conflict that comes with it, but you don't care because you are willing to fight for this. We have the Fool card here. And the message that you want to send to this person involves a new beginning, right? You may be a person who is not really good at expressing your emotions, but I have a feeling that you're going to try with this Page of Cups here. You might be younger than this person, but you're going to try to show as much emotion as you can. And, this could also involve a child in the conversation, but it may not, because a lot of the times when you see the Page of Cups, you'll see a fish in the cup, and that will signify a child. And this cup is empty. It just has liquid, water, or some sort of fluid. So perhaps you're willing to share some of this emotion with whoever it is you're coming towards. And you will come in passionately with this Eight of Wands here again. So whatever you're holding on to, or whatever person, whatever idea, whatever thought, you are passionate about it, and you will express this emotion, and this message will come in quickly or go out quickly to whoever you want to hear it. Now it seems that all these people who have been talking to you and disagreeing with your idea, shooing off your idea and saying that's not a good idea, that's bad. Perhaps even saying terrible things about your thoughts. It kind of has caught you, in your head, not knowing whether or not you should do this because people are trying to change your mind. I did just see the number 1010. If that means anything to anyone, you can look it up on Google. Now, so you're in your head a little bit about this because people are really trying to deter you from what you really want. But you're still going to fight for it. Okay? You may be in the hanged man mode now, not knowing how you're going to come forward, because even perhaps these people are holding you back from doing it, possibly sabotaging you and not allowing you to do this. But it seems that you are fighting, and you will find a way to send this message out. The universe is asking you to stay fighting and have the strength to do what it is you feel in your heart. The reason why I say that it is being said to keep fighting is because we have the 9 of Wands here, and we have the 9 of Peppermills here. This is double confirmation from the universe that you must have the strength, because fighting for it is surrounding the strength card. And this is where I see that you must have the strength to do what it is that you believe in. Okay? Right now you might be thinking about how you're going to do this, but you will fight for this regardless of what anyone says, because you have found your true meaning and what you want and what you believe will bring you happiness. So if this is resonating with you, then the answer you seek most likely will be at the end. And I will see you at the end for some advice from the universe and from Buddha. Oh, I just saw 1212 now, so you have 1010 and 1212 to look up. I suggest you do that because that possibly is a message from the universe for you in addition to this reading. All right, so I'm going on to pile 2. Okay, so here's pile number 2. The question is, why don't others see I only want to help them? So let's go ahead and find out. Okay, my favorite stone, so cute. I think it's because I really like otters. So this is an otter. And the otter represents playfulness and efficiency. So perhaps you are a playful person, right? But even though you're a playful person, you are efficient, right? You don't slack on your responsibilities. You really do what you have to do. But you keep it all lighthearted. You're not so serious about everything, okay? Try to keep it happy, right? Let's find out what we have here. Excuse me, you guys. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, I do try to keep these cards in the upright position. Okay. Wow. I'm almost feeling like we have to keep it like that, you guys, because I do check the cards. We're going to go ahead and keep it in the reverse position, okay? We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the World. We have the Lovers. We have Temperance. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 3 of Swords. And we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you guys, I really do try to keep all the cards in the upright position, because the reason why I do that is because I figure the universe is going to tell us something devastating. There's devastating cards in here that are in the upright position. You know what I mean? So, some readers don't read reversals. Why? Because, like I said, the universe can send out a terrible message without reversing any cards, right? But for some reason, that death card is in the reverse. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, We have 4 major arcana here, okay? It seems that there is not death to a situation. So a situation in particular has not come to an end. We have the World card. Somebody is seeing whatever situation they're in as this is how they want their world. And this is involving a lover, someone who has been very patient, who has been tempering this whole situation from the beginning to the end, right? So let's start from the beginning here and see what this story is. First, we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a message coming in, a message of emotion, and signified by this Death card in the reverse. Somebody does not feel that this situation between you and another person or whatever is not over. And you are definitely wanting to share your emotions with this person, with this Two of Cups here. Now, we do have a Queen of Oysters here who is looking back at this situation, right? This Queen of Oysters can possibly be somebody who interferes with the situation, right? Or the Queen of Oysters can be the person that you're dealing with, and there could be celebration out of it, right? But the Queen of Oysters is a stable, a financially secure, possibly a balanced woman. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's a spouse. So take however this resonates, because I do see, I cannot help but keep my eye off of that Three of Swords, but it is underneath the Three of Cups. So I'm feeling that there is somebody in your life who's possibly interfering with your decisions. And it might be this Queen of Oysters, right? Whoever it is that you want to come into to give your cup of love to, this Queen of Oysters is not very happy about it. And she's definitely interfering in your life, possibly trying to sway your decision. Because all you want is a celebration of happiness, of finding the world that you want to live and be happy in. But for some reason, this person may not be allowing it. Now, we have the Lovers, and it's under the Knight of Cups. So definitely you're wanting to come in with that emotion to somebody you really love. You love them so much, okay? This person has definitely been through hard times with you, possibly. Been patient with you, right? Possibly even deception, lies, thievery. Whatever bad thing you can think about, this person has went through it in regards to you. Now, there's going to be a message coming into you, possibly a message that you will find out about a three-party situation. Perhaps you're in a situation right now that you have discovered some three-party situation. Could involve this Queen of Oysters. Could involve the relationship you are in or were in. You're discovering the truth here. And you're finding out that definitely there were others interfering in your relationships. And the interference that was involved here is definitely that Seven of Swords energy. Lies, deception, dishonesty, sadness. And you know what? You want to know what's funny here that I see? Is that these two cards are the Seven of Swords. The person that you're coming into, who you want to give your emotions to, you have absolutely deceived that person. You have hurt them. You've lied. You've cheated. Yet they were still there by your side. Loyalty. Because they loved you. But with this Seven of Swords here, it's in the same position on the opposite side. Kind of like a mirror. Kind of like whatever you have done to this person is now being brought onto you for you to realize what happened. I just saw the number 2022. That might be significant. You might want to look that up. You can Google that. But it definitely is showing here that you are starting to feel the pain that you have bestowed upon this person over here. And now you're starting to understand exactly what you did. If this sounds like your story, then I will see you at the end, because there will be some advice there on how to take care of this and this situation, I mean, maybe not about this whole situation, because it's up to you to find your own answers and to come up with your own solutions, but we will get messages from the universe and from Buddha to find out why can't others see that you only want to help them, okay? I'm going to pile number 3 next. Okay, so here is pile number 3. And let's go ahead and find out, why can't others see I only want to help them? All right, let's find out. Okay, so we have the quail. And the quail represents protectiveness, group harmony. So you may be protective over something, right? You may be wanting to have harmony within the group that you're in. You only want to help them to find happiness, right? Well, we can't always save everyone or help everyone. I do want to let you know that. I just see the number 2222. So if that is resonating with anybody, you can look that up on Google and find out what it means for you for this reading. Let's go ahead and find out what we have here. We have the Strength card, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, the Queen of Peppermills. We have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the High Priestess, wow, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Very interesting here. We have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. One is the Hierophant and one is the High Priestess even. Very, very interesting. And one is the Strength card, right? Needing to be strong over this whole situation. So let's start from the beginning and let's see what happens. So first we have the Strength card. Definitely having to be strong over a situation. It could involve the Queen of Cups. You could be the Queen of Cups. But I do notice that the King of Cups is right below you. So this is a couple. Okay? So you could be in a relationship, or you could be wanting a relationship as signified by this Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is making an offer to somebody, but worried that the offer may be refused. But you don't even know if the offer will be refused because you haven't even made the offer yet. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I do see the Hierophant here. And it appears that that offer that you want to make is some sort of alliance, perhaps marriage, right? This person could be a great inspiration to you. We do have the Queen of Peppermills. So there's another person here involved in this. You could also be holding the energies of that. Like the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Peppermills is a married woman, a partner, a mother. Could be one of those things. Doesn't have to be married. Can still be a mother. Could be a divorced woman. Or a single woman who is a mother. Could be any of those. So I do see 3 people so far involved here. I also see we have the 7 of flamingos here. And the 7 of flamingos is deception, loss, fraud, thievery. So you actually could be, give me a second. Okay. It seems that this Queen of Peppermills is looking at all of this deception and these lies and this thievery. You could actually be the Queen of Peppermills also. You can have water and fire in your chart. Or you can just be this individual, because below her we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you could be a fire sign who is like the Queen of Pentacles, who is stable, secure, and grounded and rooted. So I see a couple, and I see possibly a woman with qualities of fire and earth. They can also possibly be 2 separate people, the Queen of Peppermills and the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Just putting that out there. So you fit this however you feel resonates best with you, okay? I tried to fix them and I made them all crooked, huh? Alright. Alright. So the Queen of Peppermills is definitely looking at all of this deception that has been done, right? She has her back turned to the Hierophant, back turned to marriage or union, right? Because you could be involved with this Queen of Cups, and she's turning her back to this fresh start, because how can she even have a fresh start with somebody who's already in union with another person, right? Queen of Cups has the King of Cups. You're trying to have strength in this whole situation because you really want to work something out, okay? So you might be connected to this Queen of Cups. And you might even be in this 9 of Cups energy. But I will say one thing about the 9 of Cups energy, especially when it's underneath the 4 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is a happy card. It's a wish fulfillment card. Joyous, celebration, happiness. You finally got your wish, right? But it's not the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is finding the ultimate happiness. The 9 of Cups is basically just celebrating that you found some happiness and some wish fulfillment. You party all the time. Woohoo! It's great. Everything's wonderful. But the parties do come to an end after a while. You can only party so much. And once this party ends, is that 10 of Cups going to be there? Or was it just all a big show, a big party? So perhaps you might be seeing that now. You could be you could be having some sort of addictions now from this 9 of Cups. Perhaps you realized, I just saw 2929, you guys. Look it up. You can Google that. The 9 of Cups underneath the 4 of Cups could be you trying to make an offer of some sort. Might not even be a positive offer, but it's an offer nonetheless. And you're worried whether or not this person will accept that offer, because there was some definite deception in the past. Okay? Perhaps you do want Nine of Cups with this person, wish fulfillment, and possibly in the future you will show them that Ten of Cups energy, but at this present time, it's hard to say. We have the High Priestess here, and the High Priestess represents secrets, mystery. You don't know what the future will hold. There's been a lot of silence, but during this silence, wisdom has come about. If you leave a person alone for too long, they tend to go within. They tend to start working on themselves. They tend to start, seeking knowledge in their own lives so they can move forward. And it seems that the Queen of Peppermills and the Queen of Pentacles is one and the same. And what has happened here is the Queen of Peppermills has taken action like the High Priestess. She goes within. She finds her answers within. She's in tune, or trying to be in tune with her subconscious and with Source, God, Creator. And she has taken to the account of all the deception and whether or not it's actually worth working this out. So if this sounds like your story, or if it's sort of resonating with you, then I'll see you guys at the end for some advice from the universe and from Buddha. See what comes about that. Okay? See you guys at the end. Okay, so we made it to the end, and the question was, why can't others see? I only want to help them. Very good question. It's a question I already understand, but I did want to bring it out for those of you who kind of don't. Okay, it took me a minute to figure it out myself though, okay, so don't think like, oh, I know everything, because I don't. I definitely don't know everything, but some things in my own experiences I do understand, and I'm willing to share those experiences with you, or those thoughts with you, to help you get through your own personal journeys, okay? So these cards have been pre-shuffled, so we are asking the universe, why can't others see? I only want to help them. All right? What must we surrender to know why others can't see? I only want to help them. Okay? Let's find out. I'm feeling over here. Wow. Okay. Put these aside. Now we're asking for wisdom from Buddha in regards to, why can't others see? I only want to help them. What wisdom does Buddha have in terms of, why can't others see? I only want to help them. Just want to make sure the cards are packed really good, so I can get a nice clean cut here. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's find out what we must surrender in terms of, why can't others see? I only want to help them. Surrender to rest and sleep. So possibly you're up at night thinking about this. I just want to help them. Why doesn't it work? Why can't I help this person or these people or this group? And it might be keeping you up at night, right? Let's see what it says. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So possibly you're working yourself really hard, okay? Now, as you can see, it's saying surrender to rest and sleep. It's broad daylight. And maybe you're thinking, wow, it's daylight. I'm not going to go to sleep during the day. Why not? Why not get some rest? If you have the opportunity to get some rest and it's daytime, take it. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. Not at all. You can find rest and sleep at any time, anytime. And if you feel you can't sleep, oh, the sun is in my face or the light is in my face, throw some blankets over the windows and shut the door. Guaranteed, if you are burned out or tired, you're going to fall asleep. So get the rest you needed, because most likely, a lot of the reasons that it's very hard for you to come up with answers that you seek is because you're not getting enough rest. And that might be Source's way of communicating to you is through your dreams or through sleeping. And maybe you're missing out on vital information that is being passed to you. Okay? Remember, these are just opinions and these are just cards, but you follow your own heart and you do what you think is right. Okay? Let's find out what Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power is saying here. Okay, I've never gotten this card before, and as you guys know, I'm going to read from the book, but let's start. We have the number 36, which reduces to 9. So you're almost at the end of a cycle, which is good. Okay? We have Parampa Senge, the cremation ground dwelling tantric master. Be courageous. Anything life gives can be an inspiration. So I just got the thought that there's a possibility, okay? This is just what popped into my head, all right? This is not absolute. But what did pop into my head is that I have a feeling that your ancestors are really trying to contact you. But you're not getting enough rest. You're not providing the time or, sleep state that they need to send you these messages. You need to silence your mind. You need to maybe meditate, go within, have silence. Perhaps ask them to bring you the answer and then fall asleep gently and take a nap. Or, start with meditation. Because I've found, because I don't realize how tired I am most of the time. And when I put my head on that pillow, it's like, bam, I'm sleeping, because I actually was really tired and I just didn't really realize it. I wasn't following the intuition of my body. I wasn't following the signs that it was giving me. And it was pretty much saying, hey, you're tired. Go lay down and rest. Stop working so hard. Right? And, just take whatever comes to you in your thoughts. Because anything that happens to you in life, whether it's good or bad, you should definitely take it as inspiration. Gives you that drive to move forward, whether it's good or bad. Seriously. You could have a good day, you smell the fresh air, you're out in nature, everything feels wonderful. That's an inspiration, right? Or things might not be going right. You're stuck in traffic. You get a flat tire, your car breaks down. Doesn't mean you're going to give up, right? That's an inspiration to move forward still, to keep trying, to get yourself out of that situation. And I think that's what the universe is trying to tell you, and Buddha, is to get some rest, because communication is coming your way and they really want you to receive it. Possibly sleep epiphanies or something, you know? Right? Let's find out what the book says about P.A.P, okay? Let's see. All right. P.A.P, cremation ground dwelling tantric master. P.A.P was the 11th century Indian tantric Mahasiddha, a wild and irascible person who disregarded social convention and behaved outlandishly. There is a concept in Buddhism of startling a student into the state of enlightenment. Saying or doing something shocking or confusing will momentarily put a student's mind in a still point, allowing for the sudden illuminating roar of enlightenment to enter. There are many stories of this crazy wisdom work. He was a master at it. P.A.P was an incarnation of Padma Sambhava, and like him, he was instrumental in helping spread Buddhism throughout Tibet. He met Machig Labdron, a reincarnation of Yeshe Tsogyal, on one of his many travels to Tibet. She became his disciple and combined his teachings with her native land's shamanic practices to create the pacification or suffering practice called Chod, which she taught to the people of Tibet. Here, P.A.P sits in a cremation ground, the perfect place to perform the Chod, where the veil between this life and the next is thin, playing his Damaru drum and holding aloft a thigh-bone trumpet. He is dressed in a tiger skin and smears his body with the ashes of cremated bodies. He is ready to contact the other side and ask for help in healing others. Now might be a good time to put a word in about the maligned work. Sorry, I keep saying work, but it's word. The maligned word tantric. There is a path of asceticism where one lives in monastic life, wears robes, restricts activities and diet, and who one comes in contact with, or the path of tantric, where one lives in the world, makes a living, and practices as well. A tantric can be a musician, wife, or anyone. Once initiated into tantric practice, everything and everyone in life is suddenly ignited to become the fuel of your growth. The tantric path is considered to be a faster route to enlightenment, although more difficult. It gives you an idea to climb a mountain. You can stroll slowly and comfortably up a 700-mile plateau, or you can decide to take up rock climbing. Gear up at your local outdoor store and climb up 100-mile and face the 100-mile face of the mountain. So, P.A.P, as we heard, is a deity who tries to scare someone into enlightenment, right? I just saw 4455. If that means anything to any of you, you can look it up on Google. And what I'm gathering from that part is that some of us need to be scared into realizing what true reality is, true spiritual reality, knowledge. Perhaps we've lived our life thinking a certain way and doing certain things because that's what we were taught, and no one has ever enlightened us in any way. And so we stayed with those toxic ideas, the toxic thoughts. We might even still be around these toxic people. The universe does things in certain ways. Like in tarot cards, when you get the Tower moment, wow, that's the universe's way of throwing it right in your face. You couldn't see the subtle actions or the subtle signs that we were sending you, so now we have to throw it in your face for you to realize. You were ignoring your intuition with the subtle actions of the past. You were not accepting the signs that were sent to you. So the universe, like P.A.P, had to step in and shock you with it. Sleep is really important if you want to connect to the divine. There are messages being sent to you. This is why these two messages came out, for me to convey to you that the divine is trying to contact you. All right? I do understand why can't others see? I only want to help them. My personal opinion on that one is you cannot help others until you help yourself. How can you help another person if you have not even found your own way? On top of that, if you're trying to change somebody or make them a certain way, it's not possible. Because the only person that you can change is yourself. You cannot convince anyone to change for you because you are not in control of their own mind or their heart. Something must happen to them, something like the Tower moment, or perhaps P.A.P coming in and throwing it in their face, providing that shocking moment, that trigger moment that causes you to actually see the truth. I have been through so many, moments in my life where the universe has been gently throwing at me signs of, signs of how to change myself, but I didn't see them. It was really hard for me to see because, like I've said in the past, I was one of those people who were like, I believe in science. I had no concept of spirituality. I couldn't even grasp how people can be so frightened of it or, have such a strong spiritual belief in a book that tells you something. To be quite honest, I still do not trust that book. But I trust Spirit because Spirit has come to me, and not from a book, from within. I have found my own spirituality, right? Now, because I was being thrown all these signs, these gentle signs from the universe, because the universe never wants to really throw them at you and devastate you. But if they keep throwing these subtle signs at you and you're just not getting it, one day, all those subtle signs that they were throwing at you, they're going to compile it into one situation, one person, whoever it is, that's going to come into your life and just wreck it and absolutely devastate you to make you realize the truth. And that has happened to me. I couldn't read the signs, and the universe sent me an absolutely wretched person. Somebody who tore me down and broke me. Someone who made me feel tiny. Deceived me, stole from me, lied and cheated. And that person was my tower moment. But I've made it through it. And you want to hear something funny? I forgive that person. And I have the utmost respect and love for that person. And I'll tell you why. Because without that person, I would have never found myself. It was that person who brought me into enlightenment to realize that I needed them. I needed them to help me enlighten myself in my own life. And I will forever be grateful to that one individual who did all that to me. Regardless of how they think about it or not, how anybody thinks about it or not, I will always respect that person and love that person until I pass on, because that is the person that changed me for the better. You know, I want to share something with you, and I did write this down. I want to share with you the philosophy of flow. Live in agreement of nature. By forcing much energy is wasted. If you're trying to force something to happen in your life, just know that you're wasting a lot of energy that you could put, towards yourself and your own enlightenment or your own progression in life. Nature grows with flow. It does not rush. Think about a tree, right? The tree is not forcing anything. It grows at its own pace. It follows its own flow. And even though it does that, it's doing just fine, right? Just like the body. The body functions at its own pace. Now, your blood is flowing. You eat something and your digestion is flowing. It's not rushing it. Of course, unless you ingest something that your body does not agree with, it will eject it. But it will do it in the proper amount of time, right? It won't do it all together because you'll lose a lot of liquids. You may dehydrate yourself, put yourself in shock. The body will do it in accordance to the order of flow, the way it's supposed to do it. Your body is not rushing you to get old. Your body is not rushing you to, flow the blood. Your body is moving at its own flow, the flow that's supposed to be there. You cannot rush that. There's nothing you can do to rush that. So here's another one. Navigate the river. You cannot control the flow. So no matter what you do, you cannot control the flow of a river. It will continue flowing at the pace that it's flowing because it just does, right? It just is. Don't swim against the current. Let go. Let go of whatever it is you're trying to move against. And just let things happen. Let it go. Water has no purpose or goal, but it still nourishes everything that it passes. I just saw the number 5500, if that means anything, 21. Possibly it means that you need to change something within you to help you move with the flow and stop fighting it. Listen, if you need to relinquish your problems to the universe, you can do that. You are able to relinquish any problems that you have to the universe, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. This is just my opinion. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling you, you can do it, right? If you choose to. We are in charge of our own thoughts and our own ideas and how we want to live our life. I'm just trying to give you ideas on how to find this. You can do research. What I just read to you about, what is it called, the philosophy of flow, comes from the Tao. If you want to look that up, you can. Philosophy of the Tao. You know, I study a lot, but I guess I think I'm like an ADHD type, or I'm just all over the place, so I never stick to one particular thing at one time because I get thrown off. So I'll jump through different religions. I'll jump through, you know, how the chakra works. I jump through crystal healing and oils and, you know, religions. I jump all over the place. But you know what? Eventually, some of the stuff, because I'm never in my lifetime going to learn everything or know everything, but in my lifetime, I'll be able to put something together for myself to bring myself happiness and understanding on what I need to do as my life mission, right? At this present time, my life's mission is to heal myself. And if I can do that and heal others along the way, like the water, you know, then I'll just go with the flow of that. I'm not going to push anything on anyone. Like the water, I'm going to flow. And if I nourish anybody along the way, that's good. But it's not my goal. It's not, you know, I'm not forcing it on anybody. It would be nice, but I'm basically looking out for me, just like you should look out for you. And if you have gained nourishment from this, that's absolutely wonderful. Just know, change is inevitable. Don't stay stagnant in the situation you might be in. Move forward. If your body is changing every day and every year and you're aging because it's going with the natural flow, why can't you change your life or the way you live it and be happy? You know? Well, I think I'm going to end it right there. But hopefully somebody got something out of this. At least a little teeny tiny bit of knowledge. I don't know. Or at least the drive to research things and look for your own answers. That's basically what I want to do here, is have you think for yourself, because there tends to be too many people in our ears trying to tell us something and trying to sway our decisions because they want us to do something or they want to control us. And that's not very nice. If anything, people should be boosting you up and telling you to move forward and that they're proud of you and that you can do it, right? So I'm going to let you guys go. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll see you guys next time.